It would be very helpful if you first try to solve the problem yourself before watching this video.
Question 284. Let f be a twice the differentiable function for all x, and its derivative is given by this. Which of the following is true? Following statement is true. Answer choices mention about relative maximum, decreasing, point of inflection, concave down, right? So basically we have the first derivative test and concavity test, right? Here we have a first derivative. So let's find the second derivative from this first derivative. So second derivative is equal to, here first derivative is exponential times 2x minus 1 squared, right? So we're going to have to apply the product rule to find the derivative. Derivative of e to the negative x, that's negative e to the negative x. And we have 2x minus 1 squared plus, leave this function alone and find the derivative of 2x minus 1 squared. That's power rule 2x minus 1 times derivative of 2x minus 1. That's 2 by chain rule, right? So f double prime is equal to, here we have the same factors, e to the negative x, e to the negative x, and 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1, right? And with this negative, I'm going to factor negative e to the negative x, 2x minus 1, and inside here we have 2x minus 1 squared, right? So we must have one more 2x minus 1 minus, since we took out minus here, this must be minus, right? And e to the negative x, it's right here, 2x minus 1, it's right here. So 2 times 2, that's 4, right? So let's simplify this. It's a negative e to the negative x. We have 2x minus 1. This one, 2x minus 1 minus 4, that's 2x minus 5, right? So let's test. First the derivative test and concavity test. Okay, here we have x, number line. Remember, exponential is always positive, right? This exponential is always positive, never be equal to 0. So second derivative is equal to 0 when x is 1/2 and x is 5/2, right? Here we have a first derivative. First derivative is equal to 0 when x is equal to 1/2 only, right? So I'm going to write 1/2. Here 5/2. Okay, this is first derivative. Here we have 3 intervals to test second derivative, right? But if we look at answer choices, they're all talking about at x equal 1/2, right? Less than 1/2, equal to 1/2, greater than 1/2. So we don't have to worry about this value, this 5/2, right? Okay. So let's look at first the derivative test first. Here, exponential is always positive, right? And this is 2x minus 1 squared. If we have a square, this is always positive, right? Except for x is equal to 1/2, of course. Does that make sense? So f prime is always positive here, right? Now let's look at second derivative. It's right here. This is always positive. I'm gonna substitute 0 for x. So 0 here, 0 here. Then what happens is that we have a negative here, negative 1, negative, negative 5, negative. 3 negatives are multiplied together, right? So here we have a negative. So far so good. Now substitute any value between 1/2 and 5/2. Let's substitute 1. I'm going to substitute 1 here. Then what I have here is, if x is 1, 1, then 2 minus 1, that's positive. 2 minus 5, that's negative. So negative times positive times negative. This is always positive, remember. So we have 1 negative only. Positive, positive. I'm sorry, this is negative. Positive, positive. This is negative, right? So we have 2 negatives are multiplied together. Then that's going to be positive here. So far so good. So let's look at answer choices now. F has a relative maximum at x equal 1/2. That's not true, right? In order to have a relative maximum, the derivative, first the derivative has to change from positive to negative, right? It's a positive. So A is not true. B, f is decreasing? No, right? Since f prime is a positive here, f is increasing, right? Not true. C, f has a point of inflection at x equal 1/2. When does f have a point of inflection? Where f double prime changes its sign from positive to negative or negative to positive, right? Here, f double prime changes the sign from negative to positive at x equal 1/2, right? So we do have a point of inflection at x equal 1/2. So C is true. That's the answer. Answer choice D. F is concave down for x is greater than 1/2. When x is greater than 1/2, f double prime is a positive, right? It's concave up, right? Concave up here, down here. So this is not true. So the answer is C.